Welcome to our channel, Joint Hands Green Life Trees. We are coming to you this time around from Kisumu City at Royal City Gardens Hotel, where we're going to be here for the next 3 days for a training that is touching on forest gardening. My name is John Bosco, and with me here is...
And I am Pamela of Joint Hands Green Life Trees, and today we are in a different location altogether, not the usual place that we are ever in.
So it is all going to be about forest gardening and all that we've been undertaking with farmers. The idea that we've been implementing with our partner Trees for the Future.
And this is a knowledge that has been that was instilled in us by the Trees for the Future. So we've always been partnering with them in training farmers and implementing forest gardening or rather creating forest on the ground with our farmers. So we are here for a refresher course. We were trained some years back, but you know, as time changes and time goes, things change, and we always have to upgrade in our knowledge. Yes.
Yeah, so new ideas have come up and we look forward to implementing those new ideas. And not only that, because we receive a lot of support from them, they expect even our reporting system to conform to what they would expect. So it's among the trainings that we are going through here. And also we look forward to interacting with partners from different organizations who are also undertaking similar projects, among many other projects that they are undertaking. So it is a platform for sharing on our various undertakings, a platform for interaction, and a platform for learning new ideas. So my name is John Bosco. Stay tuned.
I'm the executive assistant to the country director. I'm happy to be in this meeting to be part of this partnership training, refresher training program. And I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate the support that we receive from our country director, from the team that is supporting all the partners for the amazing work that we are doing to ensure that the three partners are doing fine. The seed savers are here. Joint hands. Now. So the other thing is the other day we lost one of the partners. We used to be 4. Why we lost that partner because of poor leadership. It is always good to have good leadership, that the leadership are good, they are transparent, they are accountable, and they uphold integrity. Going forward, we are looking into strategies that can help this partnership program to ensure that we start strong, that we have a platform that can build us, that can bring more of the partners on board, to ensure that we have bigger network. So with that, I wish you all the best for finding my boss, our country director, to do his remarks.
Not a commendation. Good morning. You are good to act to address a global problem. Then it means we are participating in this global problem through local solutions. And that is why Trees for the Future is promoting this forest garden approach. And I'm very sure that through this forest garden approach that we are all working, at least you are able to see through the lens of addressing these 3 societal challenges that are really affecting our small farmers. So this project about Trees for the Future is actually a very important project. And there is unity in numbers. There is impact in numbers. When we have these partners here, through this leadership, the 3 leaders that are representing this organization, I'm sure you are representing other people who are not able to come here, but they subscribe to the mission and vision of the organization, which is aligned to the vision and mission of Trees. So we are contributing to the same global agenda because we are aligning our programs to be talking to what the government is doing, to be talking to what other institutions are doing, and to be talking to the global climate change discussion that is actually impacting negatively on our smaller economies. Our business is in farmers and addressing these three societal challenges. So these groups are very important because working through a group, it makes it very easy for us to reach to many people, to impact on many people's livelihoods, to change, to bring change through the same leadership that subscribes to the leadership, to the mission and vision of what trees believes in. So we take you as very serious partners, and we would like to walk with you through this journey that you are still advocating, and walk the talk of climate change, walk the talk of changing livelihoods, and walk the talk of improved income and also productivity of our farmers. One of the most important things for this team is the leadership. The leadership and the people who are leading the organization. So the reason why we are here is just to catch up, talk, know each other, know what Six Savers are doing, know what Now is doing, know what Joint Hands is doing, and see what, through that interactive session, we are able to tap from each other, we are able to tap from the strength in these groups, because we are very strong in our own setups. We have a duty to engage other institutions of the government that are also very important in terms of supporting our work and also elevating our work beyond where we are able to reach. By the time we come out of this, to think about what went right in the previous years, where we are as an organization, in terms of the activities that we're implementing, in terms of the reporting requirements that we are required to report, and in terms of looking ahead where we want to go. Those are three key things that we can think about as institutions and make sure that when we leave this place, we have a better way of engaging with farmers and a better way of engaging with trees. So I would like to welcome you to this meeting. I would like to really welcome you to this meeting. Feel free to.
We are a community-based organization that is promoting agroforestry in the community, and lately forest gardening is the key thing. We are leading producers of tree seedlings in our county, and we are also promoting tree planting and growing for purposes of increasing tree cover for our county, our country, and our entire society for purposes of mitigating climate change. So that said, our first slide here defines us just as I've said, that we are a community-based organization promoting sustainable agroforestry practices to enhance food security. Three key things: promoting food security and using the same for household economic empowerment, where as we promote and enhance forest gardening, we are using it as a tool to bring about household economic strength, and then of course general environment conservation is our key focus. Our vision is to be the leading community agency in promoting sustainable agroforestry practices for socio-economic growth and environment awareness, which was captured in our first slide. And we are on a mission to sensitize our community on best agroforestry practices towards realization of food security, mitigation of climate change, environment awareness, and socio-economic development. Our mandate is tree seedling production, which is actually our backbone. That is what brought us into life. Joint Hands Trees was started on the foundation of raising tree seedlings. And our initial purpose was so that we have something we can do that can generate income for ourselves. And secondly, the desire to increase tree cover. And ultimately, it is working for us in the sense that we are empowering the community as well with the seedlings that we are producing. We do information dissemination on sustainable agroforestry practices, and Trees for the Future has come in handy in helping that aspect in us. We were not doing it to the magnitude that we are now managing to undertake the whole idea of information dissemination on agroforestry. And finally, we are promoting tree planting and growing. We are doing trees for schools. We are doing trees with corporates on hilltops, riparian lands, and in public institutions. But what we are doing on a greater scale as of now is trees for schools, where we not only plant, we plant and we grow, because mostly we realize that we've been walking into schools, planting trees and going our way, and the trees follow us as we go. When you come back the next time, they're not there. Then you do another RRI, you plant and go your way. And so in our aspect, and including in our budgets for the same, sustainability, protection and growing of the tree is captured. And if that is not in place, if you only tell us about planting, then we do not make ourselves part of it. It has to be planting and seeing that the seedling becomes a tree. Yeah, so our core value, number one, is integrity, because that is key. The moment you miss it, you've missed out on everything else. And I believe that is why at least 3 organizations, implementing partners, have been spared by Trees for the Future. If we lacked integrity, I believe by now we won't be here. And we also believe that you're not heading anywhere alone. So the aspect of teamwork is key to us as Joint Hands Trees. We work as a team, and as well, that has informed a lot of our successes. If we were people who do not embrace teamwork, I think by now we won't be here. And that is why, even as 3 of us are here, we are still confident that a lot of the things we left on the ground are running smoothly because we are a team. We also embrace partnership and collaboration, and that informs why we are here with the Trees for the Future, because of the partnership and collaboration that we have with them. And because of the many dynamics of the nature of work that we are doing, innovation becomes very key, because from time to time you have to think of which new idea, what is the new way of approaching emerging issues across our work. And finally, environment conservation is what we stand for, considering the amount of environment degradation that is taking place day in, day out, and considering also that the larger community does not understand the effects of degradation. So we have to really go ahead and show the community the dangers and effects of environment degradation and what we all need to do about it. In Migori County, Nuriri Sub-County, in South Kalimantan Ward, Kamsaki location, and Nuriri Sub-location, that is where we operate from, but our entire jurisdiction covers Migori County. Physical location We've been to our place. It is, we are just along Migori Highway, just before you get to Migori town, an area known as Stella, but more particularly next to Center Garage, a place known as Center Garage. Those who've been to Migori, I believe you've always seen this. There we have our contacts, postal address, telephone contacts, and we've got our website is jointhandsgroup.com. We have our email, jointhandsgroup@gmail.com, and we have a YouTube channel known as Joint Hands Green Life. That YouTube channel, you can consider subscribing and following what we are undertaking there. And then we also have got, we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram as Joint Hands Trees. Talking about our targets and achievements, first of all, I clarified that our jurisdiction covers Migori as a county, and we had a target of recruiting 180 farmers whom we've successfully recruited. When it comes to training, our target was to train the same number, but we are not yet at that point. We've managed 107, and the trainings are ongoing, so we are just hoping that we'll finally meet that target. We were targeting 100 gardens, to plant 100 gardens, but what we've managed so far is only 23. The tree seedlings that we intended to produce and get to the farmers and see that they are planted and growing was 450,000, but what we managed so far is 294,740. How we managed to set these targets is because we did a community entry meeting. We did it with stakeholders, also the provincial administration, the national government administration officers, that is the chief, community health volunteers, leaders in farmer groups, and that helped us to identify the farmer groups and also identify the individual farmers. And we got into mapping farming activities that were ongoing across the area so that we could know what direction to go with them. The opportunities that we see is that land is there and there is a favorable climate within our area. We do not operate within an area with extreme harsh weather conditions. It is a favorable climate, and to a good extent, not so large extent, but to a good extent, we have farmers who are willing to adopt forest gardening techniques. They are embracing it, and many who started early are now appreciating and can testify that it has been of great benefit to them. This has not gone without challenges, so one key challenge is unpredictable weather, unpredictable climate conditions for tree seedling production. Tree seedling, if we have those here who are involved in tree seedling production, you will agree with me that producing tree seedlings, and especially we who produce massively, it is a great challenge, especially when you have to water the seedlings during a prolonged dry spell. It is usually a little tough. You've got to use, you've got to mechanize, sometimes use a generator, the solar, some water pump, and sometimes it breaks down. You have to give the resources to see it working. You need a water tank, you need to, these are just lots and lots of challenges concerning that. But all the same, I'm glad we've always managed. There's lack of resilience among farmers. You know one thing with trees and generally farming is that it calls for patience. You will not invest 100,000 shillings today and get its returns tomorrow. It will take quite a while, and you have to invest a lot more of effort, a lot of sweat to finally get where you intend. And many farmers at times, even those that you thought you are on the journey with them, the moment you visit them, you meet a total disappointment because they expected an answer like tomorrow when the real answer should be coming in months or in years. So there are those who start feeling that it will be boom sana hata kama watu wamekuja na kitu mama, but still we've made successes because there are those who have remained resilient and are now reaping from the same. There is limited resources are hampering reaching out to the farmers. We have got areas that sometimes you try to access even on a motorcycle. You've got to leave the motorcycle a little far and get to walk on foot, meeting the farmers. And if your target on that day was to visit, let's say 10 farmers on that day, you could do fewer because of the way you move. Sometimes the weather might not allow you to easily penetrate, given the mode of transport that you use. And also you want to, many more farmers are coming on board. Actually, even those who have just heard, someone just heard that, oh, you guys are working with farmers and you're distributing seeds around here, you're promoting some concepts here. Can you come and help us as well? And sometimes you realize that you have other activities to undertake here, you have another group to meet elsewhere, and at the same time they need you, so you're not so sure how to balance it out. But we've always managed all the same. We've also picked some few lessons. We've learned one key lesson that forest gardening is low maintenance, sustainable plant-based food production, and agroforestry system. Actually, it is not something so expensive, Like you tell a farmer, can you buy some bag of fertilizer or what? Or can you go get in some pesticide or something? No, in this case, it is low maintenance. We've really tried. It is an idea that is trying to make is quite cost effective. A farmer can always maneuver within very bigger resources to manage getting to the intended target. It does not involve a farmer spending their money so much. So this is quite positive, and that is why many farmers are embracing this actually. And it has promoted conservation of resources. For instance, our farmers who started with us earlier by doing Kaliambra, today they can testify that when they pollard their gravelia and cut some Kaliambra, they brought firewood in an easy way, something that you would have to spend on. So to that extent, it has helped again to conserve the many trees that otherwise would have been cut down, or has also helped in conserving our soil against erosion. It also promotes cooperation, e.g. companion planting. As we were seeing in this video, we realized that some other plants depend on other plants, and within a limited area, you can always reap. We have climbers that are a climber that is supported by again another fruit tree. So that again is another lesson learned. Within a limited piece of land, you can do just a lot. I think we have got some plans for this season. We would love to intensify farmer training, and we are out seeking more partnership and collaboration to expand our outreach. We're trying to make discussions here and there with leaders, especially county government leadership, and other partners who are entering the community, to see how much more we can do beyond just what we have managed to do. And that is all I have for you. Just in case I left out anything, my colleagues can add. If not,
it's well said, but it's been a good thing working with trees for the future, because forest gardening is the way to go. and it's an eye opener even to the farmers that we are working with on the ground. Initially, as joint hands, we didn't have the idea of food forest, or rather the forest gardening, because mostly what we were doing were giving the trees to the farmers. Even the farmers that we were supporting, we were giving the trees, and I can confess, even when you came down there, whatever you can see around there, the trees that were initially done were eucalyptus trees, which we realized that we not promote agroforestry. And since we came into partnership with the Trees for the Future and learned about the food forest and the forest gardening technique, we are now happy getting to the farmers, and we are yet to realize the target and of food sustainability, environmental conservation, and we are also kicking out poverty because they are able to raise more that they are going to sell and get money for their families. So it's a great thing partnering with the Trees for the Future. Thank you.
Thank you, Pam. I think one more thing to clarify again is that most tree nurseries, when you move right from Kisi, parts of Homa Bay, and Migori, when you talk about tree nursery, the first tree that will be thought about is eucalyptus. So equally, when we started, that is what we knew. And it is what was selling. And actually, even to date, it is what still sells. But now in our approach, we are working with farmers, and you can move with a farmer next to a eucalyptus plantation and show them that, don't you see that this area that is neighboring the eucalyptus is not producing anything? And that's why we are discouraging this. And the reason why we are trying to go with you a different direction. And as days go by, they are embracing this. There is even a video on our YouTube that we did, particularly on eucalyptus, and told farmers that yes, these are the benefits of eucalyptus, but these are the undoings. One great undoing is that you cannot integrate any single crop where you have planted eucalyptus. And again, it doesn't support biodiversity, you know. Not even birds can have their nests on eucalyptus. They would go to acacia, and we are making some strides with that, though there are baby steps, because this is something that is deeply entrenched, but we are making some steps towards bringing farmers into agroforestry trees. Asante sana kwa that point.
And now Women CBO is an agroforest tree planting CBO that began in June 2021. The organization partnered with Trees for the Future in 2021. The organization is promoting the agroforestry within Southwest Ward in Kisumu County. Our vision is to enhance tree planting strategy that combats climate change, control soil degradation through managing and increasing forest cover, and reducing fallow land in the situated plateau as we empower farmers also income abilities. We are discouraging the inorganic or chemicals.
And Wambui from Six Sevens Network. Six Sevens Network is a national grassroots network of 3,200 research farmers, groups with over 66,000 members across the country and 52 communities with banks in various parts of Kenya. So our main role as seed savers is about the seeds. As you can see, our name is seed savers, so we save seeds. You can see even we find that even when we are going to maybe to plant some fruit seeds, we buy the fruits themselves and extract seeds and just plant the seeds instead of just going to buy the seeds. That will first of all the seed savers nursery, at least so that you can see a glimpse of what is going on at seed savers. We partnered with Trees for the Future last year, early January, and we had a small nursery. Trees and nitrogen fixers, we'll see the numbers later, but in this time we're focusing mostly on fruits, nitrogen fixers, some bit of woodlots, because in the first phase we established the green wall first of all, with the career poles, in the nitrogen fixers also. Yeah? Because we're focusing on the fruits and also some nitrogen fixers, we're just entering their gardens and planting fruits, vegetables and such.